Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2018 McLaren 720S Coupé. Now this has 1031 horsepower, 744 pounds-feet of torque from a 4 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, and the vehicle itself now weighs 2,622 pounds. Now has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can do 0 to 60 in 1.932 seconds, 0 to 100 in 3.633 seconds, and going to a top speed of 237 miles an hour. Now this isn't the first kind of like supercar, hypercar that we've had on this series so far. We've had the likes of Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 and what was it, the Ital design one from a couple of episodes back. So, and they did fairly well. The Corvette is still in second place, so I'm hoping that this can match those cars, because obviously this is again a really rather lightweight supercar. It's obviously more meant for the track or normal road conditions. It's certainly not this, but the fact it's got more than 1,000 horsepower, it only weighs just over 2,600 pounds, and the fact that, yeah, in stock form it's a really rather agile and manoeuvrable car, should hopefully play well here. Now granted, it is dealing with all-wheel drive that it never had originally, which is probably going to bring up some understeer issues, and yeah, it certainly wasn't meant for dealing with all these kind of surfaces and the bumps and the jumps, but being reasonably lightweight and powerful should hopefully make up for all of that. And obviously when the going gets a little bit tough in terms of speed and cornering, it's going to have the agility to deal with such parts of this circuit. But slower corners, yeah, it's going to have some understeer, but when we get to the faster ones it should be fairly controllable. So we get to a really high rate of speed there, but we've spun out. Oh, damn. Well, that's just the way it goes. We do it one time and one time only, and mistakes like that have to be encountered, or included even. And granted, if I miss a checkpoint, then I would restart this episode from scratch, but we haven't, so we continue. That is obviously not going to help the time, but I do feel like this car is still stupidly quick to make up for that spin out. That's just the reality of a car like this. It's dealing with surfaces on that it's never meant for at speeds that it would normally be used, well, be at on tarmac or at worst a normal road. But it's going to be quick down this bit, but we are unfortunately going to be less, well, not quite as quick as the Porsche Macan Turbo from the previous episode, but still fairly good for a car that is certainly not meant for this kind of thing at 2 minutes 6 seconds .053. If we hadn't had that spin out, maybe got a couple of seconds extra, but yeah, it wouldn't have maybe struggled to quite get into the top 10, but that is still really rather good for a car of this type, beating out the likes of the Mercedes-Benz E350D 4MATIC All-Terrain, Lancia Stratos Stradale, Ford Escort RS 1600, Ram 2500 Power Wagon, Renault 5 Turbo, and the 2018 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. It's slightly behind the likes of the Renault Alpine A110, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, and the Ital Design 01, which was a kind of benchmark for this. This would have beaten that if we hadn't had to spin out, but has to be included because we do these episodes once and once only. Obviously, if recording I obviously miss a checkpoint and can't rewind, then yeah, that would be scrapped, but that's the only time that I would redo an episode. But yeah, spin outs have to be included, and yeah, that's as a result means that this is not quite as quick as that Ital design, but it would have been quicker without that spin out, no doubt about that. It's less than a second behind, and yeah, it was a lot more controllable and more agile, and yeah, certainly quicker at certain points. But that speed certainly did have its downside in the terms of spinning out, because we're doing nearly 160, and then we had that unfortunate spin. But yeah, still quicker than some cars that are meant for going off-road, but also slower than a couple of others that are certainly meant for going off-road. To be only slightly behind a Renault Alpine, for instance, which is obviously far lighter and far more capable off-road, is not bad, but yeah, certainly would have beaten that without that spin out. But that's just the way it goes, can't be helped, but yeah, it is unfortunate. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.